It is December, almost Christmas. The month of warm, alcoholic beverages, lots of healthy and unhealthy foods, and Christmas gifts. And if you are like me and you did not came around the last month of buying them early enough, today I will give you my top 5 list of last minute Christmas gifts you can make with your K40 Laser. I uploaded all the layouts of this top 5 to my webpage, free to use. Simply download this CDR file if you use K40 Laser, or import the PNG file into your laser software of choice. I hope you enjoy. Let's go. Starting with the most easy to make little gadget, a smartphone stand that I personally use when watching my favorite YouTube channels in bed. Besides a working K40 unit, you only need one small sheet of 3mm plywood, optional some sandpaper and wood stain. Build time is about 15 minutes, including the paint job. So the only thing you have to figure out is how to explain the burnt wood smell on Christmas morning to the family. Simply cut out the layout, sand off any burn marks and bevel the edges before giving it a quick rub with some wood stain. I keep those two parts unglued to make them more compact to carry around, but you sure can glue them together as well. Et voila, a 15-minute smartphone stand. What brings us to number 4. Have you ever doubted when cooking spaghetti you cook enough for everybody? Well, with this little gadget you make sure to portionize the right amount. For an adult, a regular portion of spaghetti would be around 100 grams of dry product. With the Spaghetti Portioner 2000, it will be easy as fitting through as much spaghetti that fit through the hole to get the right portion. The small hole is for 1, the other for 2 portions. But psst, I always add a few more for good measure. Again, simply download the layout. Align a piece of plywood and engrave it before cutting it out. When it comes to food-grade products, we want to make sure to remove all of the burn marks and sawdust. I use some steel wool and scrub it under running water. Note that plywood may warp and delaminate over time when it gets wet. Therefore, after this step, dry it off and put it onto a radiator to dry through. I will not stain the wood as I do not have any food-grade wood stain, so our Spaghetti Portioner 2000 is ready to be wrapped in gift paper as well. Build time for this little gadget will be around 25 minutes. Number 3. This is less of a gift, but more of an after-Christmas gadget. I recently wrapped my Halloween decorations and needed something to wind up my string lights. I found some plastic reels that were sold at the store and online, but they were way overpriced for a cheap piece of plastic. So I designed my own simple string light reel to be cut with my laser cutter, and I will share this with you right now. As before, download the template and cut it out. I use plywood to keep the costs down, but sure, this could also be cut out from an acrylic sheet. I am not bothering much of staining the wood, but I give it a rough sanding to bevel the edges to prevent the wires from being kinked too much. A quick and helpful gadget that sure can be adapted to any size, and with a build time of about 10 minutes each, the String Light Reel 5000 landed due to its high functionality on place number 3. Number 2 is about a video I published over 2 years ago. If someone of your beloved is collecting things like video games, CDs or even 8-track cartridges, you may consider to build him a cartridge stand. Holding trays for Atari games, for example, are getting rarer and more expensive simply because of the age of the system. So I made me 2 Atari game stands, giving them the distinguished Atari wood grain look and logo. You can simply adapt the layout to the cartridge size you need. For more detailed information on how to build this thing, simply click on the link that pops up right now in the upper right corner, or click on the link in the description below. Number 1 is a more complex build that requires more build time. It took me about a day to build this thing, just to let you know beforehand. The Coinmatic is a coin sorting machine that requires no power and no adjustments, but it is quite a pity to calibrate it when building it. In other words, to file the matching holes to the exact right diameter. I am telling this because I saw a lot of DIY videos about how to build one of these things out of cardboard, and I can tell you that they are not so simple to build how it is shown in the video. Most common problem is that the US dime and penny only different 1 mm in diameter, what makes the holes that need to be cut a bit of a fiddly affair. But first things first, download the template I have made. This template should work with 3 or 4 mm plywood, but intentionally it is made for 3 mm plywood. For the basic machine you need 3 sheets of plywood in the dimensions of 300 by 210 mm or 11.8 by 8.2 inches, some wood glue and a piece of cardboard. An old Amazon box will do. Cut out all the pieces. Keep the coin separator on the side before sanding and cleaning all the other parts until you have a smooth surface. Don't do the mistake I'm doing here by beveling the edges of the coin separator. This will cause the pennies to get stuck. We need sharp edges on the coin separator to work. Enlarge the holes in a 90-degree angle with a file until each coin fits through perfectly without getting stuck. For assembly, I start with the base and the back plate, gluing them together with a bit of wood glue. I need to sand down some teeth and some edges to make everything fit together. So my layout is more of a basic template for you, giving you the right angles and cutouts for the US currency coins. For euros, you can simply adapt the diameters of the holes in K40 Laser. Next we need to build the path for the coins, so they slip over the different diameter cutouts. I glue in 2 pieces of plywood that I had lying around and add a piece of cardboard to the other side. You can kind of calibrate the machine by pinching the cardboard to the required thickness. This took me some time though, testing it over and over until the separator works flawlessly. And this is the finished build, or contraption, but it works pretty well. That wraps it up for my top 5 last minute Christmas gadgets countdown. Sure, you can make way more sophisticated things with a laser cutter. Besides the Coinmatic, these ideas are only meant to help you out in case you are about to leave to your friend's house and forget to organize a gift besides a bottle of wine maybe. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have any ideas what else could make it into a future top 5 video, please let me know in the comments. Before I let you, I want to show you what happens when you order one of those fantastic cheap items that are littering Facebook and Instagram recently. You may have seen those little ads where they sell real excavators for under $200, a unique handheld printer that prints on nearly everything, or a miniature sanding machine for under $30. Well, I ordered it to see what happens, and well, this is what they sent me. I already opened it because I didn't know what it was. I thought it might be a box maybe where a sander fits into, but apparently this arrived. Sanding belts. Yeah, sanding belts for $30. So please folks, don't bother ordering crap from Facebook, Instagram, because they're all scam, okay? I recently ordered from Wish, that works pretty well, and Alibaba as well, such as eBay and all that sort of auction sites, but you know, all those Instagram and Facebook ads, those are scammers, so just don't bother ordering them. With this said, I wish you wonderful holidays and an awesome new year and an awesome New Year's Eve. And all the best. Consider to subscribe, and from me to all of you, again, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year 2020. Until then, see ya!